Hello and welcome to the Three Geeks podcast.
I feel like I was inducted into hell.
I'd say that's a reasonable comparison.
That's the one we never used.
I kind of dug that, actually.
Thank you.
It's Max, Mike, and Dan today. Jason could not join us because he's got some other nerdery that he's involved in. But yeah, we just got a few topics, so it shouldn't be too long of a cast.
It's like the dude from Jurassic Park.
So got some sad news to start things off, and unfortunately, one of the comic book legends has passed on, and we're gonna just throw it to our Three Geeks eulogizer, Mike.
Okay.
I mean, otherwise we're just gonna be like, yeah, that's sad, and then Mike blows us out of the water. So,
so you just get right to it.
Yeah.
So Steve Ditko passed away at the age of 90. Steve Ditko, some of you might know from Marvel Comics, especially being the artist on a lot of the first Marvel, what we consider to be Marvel Universe books. Doctor Strange, The Amazing Spider-Man. He's actually credited as the co-creator of those characters now with Stan Lee, and also went on to kind of strike out on his own and create his own original characters for Charlton Comics, such as the Creeper and the Question, which you might know now as part of the DC stable of heroes.
Yeah, I love the Question.
Yeah, that's his original creation there. And for me personally, as someone who grew up on trade paperbacks, reprintings of the original Amazing Spider-Man run, who owns the Marvel Masterworks, I believe it's issues 1 through 10 of Amazing Spider-Man and the Doctor Strange Omnibus, it's going to be a talent that's sorely missed. I really did enjoy his artwork for what it was. You know, back in the 60s, we look upon it now as maybe a little simplistic perhaps, but, you know, all great art has to start somewhere. All of the characters and their energetic designs that we know them for today take root in what Ditko and what Jack Kirby and a lot of those other artists during that time period did with characters. So I'm personally glad that Steve Ditko got to live long enough to be able to see himself get proper recognition in other media, because for a long time, you know, it would say based on characters appearing in Marvel Comics or based off of characters created by Stan Lee or things like that. And when that first Sam Raimi movie popped up with Spider-Man co-created by Stan Lee and Steve Ditko, I personally got a little jazzed seeing his name up on the big screen. I was a big fan even then. So he was very fortunate to be able to get that widespread recognition, I feel, where other artists like Jack Kirby or Bill Finger and other greats in the comic pantheon didn't get to live to see such fruition. So rest in peace, Mr. Ditko. Thank you for helping create some truly memorable characters and for kind of revolutionizing comic art in a way. And I know he was very much like his character, The Question, an objectivist, as it were, and felt like, you know, I got to stand alone. But I feel with his body of work, he really didn't stand alone. He had much support and much respect in the field. So thank you very much, Mr. Ditko. Rest in peace.
Yep, I definitely couldn't have said anything better.
Nope.
You know, his passing makes me sad.
Now he did all of the original Doctor Strange stuff, right?
Yeah, when it was still just Strange Tales. Yeah.
Yeah, because that stuff was awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But wait, once I use the Eye of Agamotto, this can happen, and I will win.
He was the one that really pioneered that idea of like, let's get weird with the character. And psychedelic almost. So
yeah, it's not so much the weird stuff that he brought up to win at the end of the comic, but just like the other worlds, like the whole nightmare realm and stuff, and
Right.
like there was one where like Strange was facing off against some other guy in the spectral realm around a plane.
Yep.
And that's some good stuff. I love that.
So if you felt like you had a fun acid trip watching Doctor Strange on the big screen without having to actually drop acid, you owe Steve Ditko.
This is very true.
You can go ahead and give him his estate $5.
Mm-hmm.
You can send it to 555. Yeah, that is sad. Obviously, co-creating Spider-Man and his whole Rogues Gallery. Just so many classic characters in there, and we're still seeing his work, to this day. Like, it's all still here. So yeah, he will be missed, and his contribution to comic books is immense. But yeah, so that sucks. But I mean, he lived to be 90, which is, that's a long time, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
Oh, yeah. He had a good, long, productive life.
And like I said, I'm just glad again he was one of the artists that actually got payoff with regards to proper recognition, because a lot of artists got royally screwed over back in those days with their rights and with their copyright holding.
What are you drawing? Comic books? Take your $5 and get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, the issues with regards to character rights and things like that stretch as far back as the Siegel family. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Fair enough.
All right.
Segue?
Yes. Tony Stark built this in a cave
with scraps.
All right. So Ant-Man and the Wasp dropped, and Dan was the first person to go see it, weren't you, Dan?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I totally love that movie. I love it when Ant-Man eats the entire train, and then no, I haven't seen this at all.
Oh God. Man, I'm so disappointed in you. I really am this time. You should see this one. I think you're gonna dig it.
I will see this one. I've been like knee deep in like retro reviews for the website because I gotta hawk that. So
you were busy watching Matinee, weren't you, with John Goodman?
Oh wow,
that's why
I haven't seen that in forever.
Speaking of, what do you call it? Mant? Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All right, now Mike, what's the over/under on Dan goes and watches this Matinee movie before he sees Ant-Man and the Wasp?
Oh, pretty damn good, actually.
Yeah, honestly.
I'll just answer that myself. I really liked that movie when it came out when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So, I'm probably going to get off here and watch that shit. if it's anywhere.
You are not allowed, Dan. Go and watch Ant-Man and the Wasp. It is
How dare you tell me what I'm allowed to do, sir?
Go
How dare you?
And watch Ant-Man and the Wasp. You must.
Just a heads up, Dan. Spoilers here. There are no bomb shelters.
Oh, is there a John Goodman?
No, but there is a Walden Scoggins.
Oh, well, that kind of works.
That's his name, right?
Walton Goggins.
Walton Goggins. Oh, damn it.
Oh, dude, I freaking love that dude.
I don't know why I messed that up with Tracy Scoggins, who was, what's her name in Lois and Clark?
Okay.
Now, okay. Since you brought that up, tell me.
Tangent.
Is he typecast as a racist redneck dude?
No.
Okay. He has a southern drawl going on, but
yeah, he might be racist, but they don't let on about that.
But it's not overt.
Right.
He owns a fancy restaurant, so he is trying to be sophisticated.
Well, very nice.
He gets really flustered about the chandelier getting shot up at one point. So
I'm not sure I like this version of Walton Goggins.
No, you'll dig it. I love Walton Goggins. Pretty much everything I see.
I've loved him since he was the redneck racist dude from The Shield. So
I liked him as the redneck racist dude in Justified.
Ah, fair enough.
I since we're all saying what we liked him from, I've liked him from every background character thing he's done up until about Hateful Eight when he finally got some mainstream recognition. So.
Yeah, that guy, he's a solid actor, and yeah, I do enjoy pretty much everything I've seen him in. It's easy. He's easy to like. Yeah, even when he's a super asshole redneck racist.
Yeah, that's
again.
Like Michael Rooker. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like even you know, when I was still watching The Walking Dead. Yeah, he's easy to hate, but you love that dude.
Apologies for calling you Scoggins, sir.
Mike, I know you got
what?
I know you got a review up on McGTV, so you can go check that out. YouTube.com/McGTV.
Yeah, stay until the end.
Ooh. We got post-credit tags, do we?
Yes, we got post-credit tags.
Yeah.
Post-review tags.
All right. Well, so we're going to do a little spoiler talk. I'm not going to get too much into the review of it. I just, on the general feelings. So heads up, there might be some spoilers here if you are listening right now. But, I thought this one was better than the first one, hands down. It's probably I don't know, like what movie was better than this one? What was the last movie that was Marvel movie that was better than this one, Mike?
Black Panther.
You think Black Panther's better?
Yep.
I don't know.
And I don't think this is terrible at all, or I don't think it's unwatchable. I think it's perfectly okay. But I like Black Panther better, I guess.
Okay. Yeah.
Thor Ragnarok.
I like this better than Black Panther. It might just be because it's fresh. I'm gonna go watch it again, and we'll see how I feel on the second viewing.
It is the much needed kind of breath mint needed after the big meal that was Infinity War.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It serves that really well. In that, you know what, you needed something a little light and fun after all of that. This is perfect for you.
It's the parsley that cleanses the palate.
Parsley.
Yes.
I thought they did like sherbet or something to cleanse the palate.
Well, I mean, I suppose you can.
It's the overpriced cappuccino in a small cup that you get at the very end of your meal.
There you go. It'll jazz you right up and send you on your way.
Yep.
The de-aging technology in this one I thought was almost flawless.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Freaking, I think there was a little hiccup for Lawrence Fishburne. You could kind of tell, but
did he go back to Larry?
Yeah, yeah. No, he went full Larry.
He's wearing camo fatigues and he's got a beret on. All of a sudden, the scene just jumps to him being on a river in Vietnam.
Awesome.
Martin Sheen is there and he's all young and stuff.
Yeah, so I heard the new Scorsese movie with Al Pacino and Joe Pesci and De Niro is going to be all de-aging technology.
Unless it's being done by Marvel, it won't be done right. What we've learned from all the de-aging we've seen in a lot of movies lately is that Marvel's able to actually pull it off really well.
Yeah, so I mean, I was kind of worried when I heard that Samuel L. Jackson was going to be de-aged 100% of the Captain Marvel movie.
Mm-hmm.
But now, not so much. I think they got it.
Yeah, it looks good.
It's like Marvel is the Square Enix of movies.
Ooh, video game cut right there. Okay.
No. Like I'm not talking badly. It's just like
no, I get it. Yeah, but that's a video game cut.
Yes.
Anyone who's not a gamer doesn't know who Square Enix is.
Oh, come on. And anybody who's not a gamer enough to know who Square Enix is probably shouldn't listen to us.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know who Square Enix was until I started doing video games. So
I mean, we'll take anybody. I mean, would you like me to explain to you what this is? Because I can, dear viewer.
Square Enix does Final Fantasy, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And like if you need a cutscene, Square Enix is there to help you with your cutscene.
Because you see, back in the olden days, there was this thing called Pong, and it gradually evolved into what we call.
Oh, wow. This is going to be a long podcast. All right. And then we got the Intellivision. And
Yeah. Max made the mistake at the beginning of this and saying that we're going to keep it short tonight. I'm like, nuh-uh.
No.
I just assume it's going to be short because we only have 2 topics. But, we always manage to find some way to get it to stretch.
Yeah, but
I will make this annoyingly long if I have
it.
we're getting Lord of the Rings endings on this mug.
and then tune in next week for the extended cut. After we turned off the live broadcast, we kept everything rolling. So
Oh, that was terrible.
Yeah, Sam Jackson fully de-aged. That'll work for me now. Marvel's convinced me it can pull that off.
Was he ever young?
Yeah, because if you watch Coming to America, he doesn't look too different than he does now.
No, he's like Morgan Freeman. It's just he's always been old.
He's always 50 years old.
Yeah.
Isn't he in The Exorcist 3? Somewhere.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
He
He's
might
like
be.
He's in that dream sequence, I think, and he looks like a baby in that.
Oh, I gotta check that out after I watch Matinee now.
Oh my goodness!
I think that's him.
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
But why? I mean, I can have you two just tell me the entire thing, and that's probably better than actually going to see it.
It is
It's
true.
not.
We are doing like spoiler review here. And
No,
it's
I
kinda
mean
ruining
that's
stuff for Dan.
fine. I'm not at all bitching. I'm just it's like on Animaniacs when Max gives the synopsis. Like it sounds infinitely better than what we just watched. So,
Well, we talked about the de-aging. What else can we ruin for you?
whatever.
Well, we ruined the Walton Goggins fucking reveal.
Walton Scoggins, please.
Walton Scoggins.
That sounds like a good name for a fucking garage ska band.
No. Oh yeah. Okay. No. Country ska. That's what you've got there.
I know what my next Patreon's gonna be. Mike is creating alternative grunge rock, aka the Walton Scoggins.
I am driving up there to play on a couple tracks.
Oh man, I played the tenor saxophone back in the day. I'm gonna hop in
Hey,
to see if I can't get a spot in the band.
There we
road
go.
trip.
Yeah, so what else? All right, there's 2 post-credits things in this one. So if you haven't seen the movie, make sure you wait around for both of those. But the first one's the only one you really need to see. The second one's kind of a troll.
Yeah, that was kind of mean.
Literally, like it's just a troll. He's under a bridge. It's unhappy.
No, it's like an internet troll.
Oh.
Yeah. I was kind of envisioning that memeable internet troll face put onto that critter.
Yes. That would have been even better.
The question mark too at the end. Everyone was in my theater when the question mark showed up. Everyone's like, "Oh!"
Yeah. I mean, it's who knows? Thanos killed everybody. So yeah. So here's something we'll ruin for you, Dan.
Okay.
The movie takes place pretty much like alongside Infinity War.
All right.
At the end of at the end of the movie is the post credits thing. People start disappearing. So that's where you figure out exactly where in the timeline you are.
Oh
yeah.
But I mean, it was still.
Gee, I wonder if that person is going to be forever stranded wherever they are.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's the Flash, isn't it?
They're not coming back.
Yeah. It is the Flash, Dan. Good guess.
Okay. He's just like outside the time stream again somehow, and he's
yeah,
get in.
That's uncanny. I guess you don't need to go watch this movie.
It was just the Flash scene from Batman v Superman.
Oh, geez.
It just cut to black. Then all of a sudden we're in the Batcave and Ben Affleck's falling asleep. And
Yeah.
you have to find us, Bruce.
You gotta save Lois Lane. Everyone's like, who the hell is Lois Lane?
Is that
It's
what?
Lois?
What
She's
what
the
you
key,
said?
even though she's totally not the key, as we found out.
Okay, 'cause I just saw him like jump out and start like randomly mumbling things. So,
Yeah, he says Lois is the key, or save Lois Lane, or something like that.
Back when the movie was going to be about an evil Superman, I'm sure that Lois was going to turn him from the dark side. But
cool.
Then they had to jump ship.
Well, yeah, it was a cool 3-minute scene. It was cool, mustacheless. 10 minutes.
Yeah. Thanks for going for the lowest common denominator, guys.
Speaking of like effects, explain that to me, that you can take a good 20 years off of an actor's face, but we can't fix the dude's facial hair.
Well, again, like you said, Mike, look who's doing the work. If Marvel had done that, it would have looked amazing.
It's just so sad, too, because I know going into the new Mission Impossible movie, all I'm going to be thinking about is that mustache.
Yeah.
I don't care about the plot. I don't care what death-defying stunt Tom Cruise almost broke his spine on in this movie. All I'm going to care about is, man, that mustache looks really consistent.
By default, I'm not going to think of anything when I see that movie because I'm not seeing that movie.
That's when you're going to be watching Exorcist 3.
Yes. With the coolest jump scare ever, in my opinion.
That is a cool jump scare.
Oh,
man.
God, that's awesome.
Never seen Exorcist 3.
Well, it's got a cool jump scare.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
I'm excited to not watch that movie still.
The jump scare like hypnotizes you to a point where you're kind of like, wow, we've been holding on this for a while, and you completely forget that you've been holding on this for a while.
Oh God! Giant cheers.
Were there any jump scares in Ant-Man and the Wasp? I can't remember.
Segue.
I don't think so.
And it had a ghost in it too, and the ghost wasn't really that scary.
No, I did dig her though as the villain. I kind of liked how they did a sort of sympathetic villain deal, but it wasn't like too heavy-handed in either way.
Yeah, I was in my review. I even went so far as to say it's like there's no villain in this movie necessarily. It's just one really desperate person,
right?
One really scared and desperate person.
I guess Walton Goggins would be a villain.
Yeah, he's more of a nuisance as the movie goes on.
Yeah, but I hope they keep that character around. I hope he comes back.
Is he an actual Marvel character?
I have no idea.
What's his name? Randall Parks, the FBI guy. He's an actual character in Marvel comics.
Oh, dude. Mike, Dan, do you watch? Have you seen that show, Fresh Off the Boat?
I have not.
Have you seen The Interview?
No.
With Seth Rogen, and have you seen the Broom Shakalaka sketch from Adult Swim?
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, I like that guy in this movie too.
Okay. I still don't know who the hell you're talking about, but it's fine.
That's all right.
The FBI agent. I'm gonna find his name here. Hold on one second.
I think it's Randall Park or something. He's a Asian American actor.
Oh, right. Okay.
He played. Oh, did you ever watch The Office?
Yes.
He played Asian Jim in the Asian Jim prank.
Okay, I got it.
You know who I'm talking about now.
Asian Jim.
Yeah, I mean, that's the prank. Jim doesn't show up to work one day, so he has one of his actor friends come in and play Asian Jim to mess with Dwight. So.
Oh man, I missed some of the stuff from that show.
Oh, I'm trying to think. One thing I really liked in the movie, Paul. From what I gather from this movie, Paul Rudd must be a really cool dad.
You hope, right?
You hope, yeah. Watch, there's gonna be news that breaks tomorrow. Yeah. Like, oh no, he's actually a monster.
Locks his kid in his basement, and he's freaking like beats him every day, and feeds him like water and breadcrumbs to just keep him alive.
But they play that up quite a bit. I like there was stuff from the first movie that definitely improved. One was I did like his rapport with his kid. That was really kind of cool, and they're really playing up like I don't know if that little actress were to grow up, I could see her playing whatever she calls herself in the comics. But also, I bought the relationship in this movie, even though there really wasn't a relationship in the first movie.
Yeah, I thought they did good.
They just kind of threw the relationship in there in the last 5 minutes of the first Ant-Man and be like, oh, they're making out, so I guess they're a thing now. But at least with this movie, you get like, oh, for a couple of years they were kind of together until he had to leave for Germany. Oh yeah, Dan, that's one thing too. When you go in, get ready to hear about Germany a lot.
Oh, great. You mean the fine beer and the great?
Yeah,
I don't know.
The fine beer, wonderful culture.
Wohngemeinschaften.
Their completely decimated airport.
Oh, nice. Jeez.
Yeah. Freaking no! I liked the chemistry. I liked the relationship between them was I'm gonna say it was real. You know, it was good. I dug where they said they were at, and they pulled it off.
I totally believe that Michael Douglas and Evangeline Lilly hate Paul Rudd.
in real life.
Like, in real life. They're that good.
Come onto the set, they just give him dirty looks the whole time. And
Evangeline Lilly as the Wasp is definitely a highlight for the film.
I want a solo Wasp movie.
Yeah.
I am just impressed. I dug it for sure, and she's a badass. I'm totally down for a Wasp solo movie.
She is such a good actress, and that combined with the de-aging effects, she was very convincing as a little girl.
Okay. This movie sounds weird, Max. I don't know.
Well, it should be right up your alley if it's weird.
Oh yeah, fair enough. All right.
Oh yeah, I'm the weird guy.
I just realized that, like, I said that as kind of a joke, but I'm like, there is actually a point in this movie where an actor has to play like he's a little kid, and the effects work makes it look like he's a little kid.
Yeah. I thought the freaking suit not working was akin to like Deadpool's transporter in the comics. You know, like it's like it never functions.
It just keeps sporadically functioning.
Oh yeah, good stuff. What else was good about Ant-Man? Did we say Lawrence Fishburne already?
Yeah.
We mentioned that his de-aging was probably a little questionable, but that I think he was solid.
Oh yeah, he was good. I mean,
did you see that twist coming, or?
No, I didn't see it coming. Made a lot of sense. Like maybe I should have.
It came earlier in the movie than I thought it was going to. I was
yeah.
I mean, I had a feeling. I was like, I have a feeling about his character, but then like halfway through the movie, it's like, okay, yeah, you were right here. It's like the movie rewarded me for being right.
Stain?
No.
Because
he played. God, what was his character's name?
Bill Foster.
There you go. Who's like the original Goliath?
Okay.
He doesn't grow big though.
No, he just that would have been kind of awesome.
That would have been cool.
A giant, like 45-foot de-aged Lawrence Fishburne.
And then you just see a couple.
This summer, Lawrence Fishburne is Godzilla.
And then you see just a couple of glitches here and there, and you're like, oh crap, this is actually the Matrix. Whoops. Free your mind, Scott.
That's gonna be the next thing. It's gonna be like an avant-garde, sci-fi movie where like you're just supposed to imagine that the actors are what they say they are.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get like Godzilla, and he's just a dude, not even a suit. He's just a guy.
Dan, I think we can make this movie.
Yes, I'm pretty sure we can. The budget seems very, very minimal.
All right.
I am a famous kaiju. Watch how I roar.
Yeah.
I am King Kong. I will fight you, Godzilla.
Screonk, screonk.
It's like you could like call it like postmodern no cinema or something. I am so trademarking that, by the way.
Go for it.
I don't think you'll have much trouble with that.
Yeah, you won't have an uphill battle on that one.
Well, not yet, but wait till it catches on, guys. Come on.
Well, Hollywood does like to steal from us. So.
Yes. All those remakes we never got money for.
All right. Anything else going on, fellas?
I mean, you gave your review on, or you gave your rating on your review of Ant-Man, right?
Yeah. We had the non-spoiler review on. You can check that out on 3geeks.ninja.
I guess since I'm on your podcast now, I guess I'd also say like, yeah, this is a 2.5 geeks for me. It's like, yeah.
If you can't do halves, it makes Max angry.
Oh, does it?
It only makes me angry when you do halves.
You can only use whole numbers, and there's only 3 of them.
No, Dan, that rule only applies to you.
Oh.
Max, did you give it 2 or did you give it 3? You said.
I think I gave it 3.
Yeah, I guess 3 would probably be fine. I mean, you're not going to leave the movie mad. It's not designed really to lower your expectations or to, I guess, disappoint you.
And the only thing, I think the major selling part of this movie is I thought it was just so funny. I thought pretty much like all the jokes hit. I freaking love Michael Pena in this movie. I love the scenes where he's like, doing the story and they go back and everyone's like lip syncing to his word, like what he's saying. It's so good. And I just thought there was just a lot of it's a lighthearted movie and the stakes aren't as high. They're not saving the universe. I dug it. If I didn't give it 3 geeks then, I'm giving it 3 geeks now.
Yeah. I'd agree with that. I sometimes the comedy works, sometimes it didn't, but that's just my own taste in comedy personally, and that's the way the Marvel movies are kind of going now, with the exception of probably Infinity War. Is let's have more farcical fun with our characters, but it works for Ant-Man. I mean, geez.
Right. Well, because that's how I felt like the first one was. It was a little more jokey, a little more just like kind of ridiculous. And, they're just kind of rolling with it because no one expects anything out of Ant-Man, so you can kind of do anything.
Yep. I can't believe that's a compliment now for a movie like this. It's like, no one's expecting much from you, movie, so good for you.
Well, I mean, that relieves a lot of the pressure, and it gives them, freedom to do different things.
Right.
Like, I mean, you've got like Spider-Man, you've got like Batman and stuff, but Ant-Man, who knows? Most of your movie going audience doesn't know any shit about Ant-Man anyway. So
and then the other thing is too is like Ant-Man's like most famous for just being a wife beater.
Oh God!
Even though that is one instance in his entire history.
Yeah, and I love it.
I mean, yeah, and he's forever known for that. But I think he's more known for just being like mentally unstable, which is hilarious because that's Michael Douglas's character that's supposed to be the mentally unstable one.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he does want to punch. Looks like everybody all the time.
He does look mad all the time. Yeah. He clearly has issues working with people, as we find out in this movie. So,
isn't that just Michael Douglas though?
Yeah, it might just be Michael Douglas.
They did really good casting. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know who we can get that hates everybody? Michael Douglas. Let's just call him in, bring him in.
If you would have asked me 15 years ago which movie was gonna be more possible to see, either Ant-Man or Aquaman on the big screen, I would have gone with Aquaman. And now I can't believe we have 2 Ant-Man movies already, and Aquaman still hasn't technically shown up on his own yet.
Is that coming out in December?
It's holiday time, I'm guessing.
Okay.
I haven't seen trailers, promo stuff. I know there was some stuff in magazines, but I didn't see them. But
I think they're just trying to low key put this movie out. It's probably gonna come out in like select theaters in New York.
It has a feeling of let's be quiet on this one and see what we can salvage.
Well, I mean, like, go ahead, Dan.
It's gonna be a weird like art film. You know, it's gonna be like all in verse.
All the water is going to be a metaphor.
Yeah. It's
They're
gonna,
beating it to it, Dan. Come on, get on that trademark.
damn it. See what happens? I mean, they just retroactively take my ideas and then make.
Yeah, it's they're probably just saving money on marketing because they're like, well, you know, we only spent so much on the movie. If we don't waste all the money on marketing, we'll come out okay. Because all the nerds are still going to go see it, and they're only going to see it once. So, you know, like,
Oh God, they're only gonna see it once, except for Max.
no, I only saw Justice League once. Why would I go back to that movie?
That is true.
I thought you saw Justice League a couple times, but okay,
No, I don't think so. Not in the
All right.
theater.
fair enough. I mean, I haven't seen it once, so I don't know.
Yeah, right. Hey, I wish I was in your shoes.
Yeah, well, fool me once, you know.
Yep. But yeah, so Aquaman's coming out later this year, and no one is excited about it because no one knows about it. Because how can they?
That's a great sign, right there. Like
It's like you know when a movie's coming out and it's coming out in the next like 3 weeks, and that's when the advertising starts. You're like, okay, this is gonna be good.
Watch, it'll be downgraded to a Netflix release, kind of like the last Cloverfield movie.
I can only hope.
Dude, it's gonna be on Crackle. What are you talking about?
oh snap!
Oh man,
It'll be that and fucking Joe Dirt.
Yeah, Joe Dirt 2 and Aquaman.
that can be the team up film. Yeah, the next one.
You know what? I bet you Joe Dirt would spice up an Aquaman movie.
Probably. I mean, Joe Dirt would liven up anything DC.
It's pronounced Dirte.
Hell, I mean, Joe Dirt could have grounded Batman Ninja. So.
Oh man, I wish Joe Dirt was in Batman Ninja. Don't even get me started about that. Of course, if he was in Batman Ninja, he probably would have been formed by 10 billion bats and monkeys.
Yeah. Would they be on fire though? Because I could
totally
be down for that.
Yeah, they would be on fire and and confetti.
Nice. Like a giant screaming flaming pinata. That sounds awesome.
Oh man, it's still better than Batman Ninja.
Yes. I would watch that for an hour instead of Batman Ninja.
Oh my goodness. I will hate that movie till the day I die. Oh my goodness.
Speaking of animated DC movies, I watched for free the recent, what is it, the New 52, the Death of Superman animated thing.
Oh, that came out?
Yeah, it didn't really come out yet.
Oh.
Sorry. I will pay for it later.
at a private screening.
Oh,
you were asking and?
Yes. But now I want to hear about the private screening. I mean, did the movie give you a lap dance? Was it in the champagne room?
It was. I fell asleep, honestly.
Wow.
The only thing I could remember from it is that Rebecca Romaine plays Lois Lane, and it's funny we mentioned him earlier. Dwight from The Office plays Lex Luthor.
Oh wow!
So I'm kind of like, all right, that's interesting casting. Go
Dwight
for it.
Schrute. I like that guy.
You can tell it's him too. He is in full Schrute.
Oh wow, really?
It's not like it's funny. I mean, Lex has some snarky moments, but it's not like Gene Hackman funny.
Hackman.
But yeah, so that happened.
Cool. Can't wait to see that.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Man, how is DC just falling off the rails?
I have no idea. I mean, you used to be able to at least count on their animation department.
Well, I mean, the animation's still good, and I will give it this: it is way more faithful to the source material than that first one they did, the 2007 one or whatever.
Okay.
They're actually splitting it into 2 parts. So the first part is just Death of Superman, and then there'll be another movie coming out called Reign of the Supermen.
Awesome.
That's kind of cool.
So that's good. Actually... they knew to stop at this movie right now. Okay. And I'll give it this. It's still not a Superman I care about, but at least we spent a little bit more time with this Superman in the other movies than just Man of Steel. And then,
hey, I'm alive. Oh, I'm dead.
Yamcha's here. Yamcha's dead.
Yeah, that really works as an analogy, Max.
and no CGI lip. It's fully animated lip.
Wow. Fully animated lip action. There you go.
Animate a mustache on him and then remove it.
That would be, would that be special? Or it would be, again, like that animation where you put on you superimpose an actual person's moving mouth.
Yes.
No. There you
then
go.
It would be memorable at least.
Oh my Oh my goodness.
But make it so it looked like it was dubbed, so it never matches.
Yeah, exactly.
I like this movie more and more.
Co-starring Walton Scoggins.
or maybe just the Waltons. I'm not sure.
The Waltons, sure. Or bring back Tracy Scoggins. She hasn't acted since Lois and Clark. Is she still alive? Let me check.
Oh, wow. Poor Tracy Scoggins.
I feel bad, too, because I'm like, is she still alive? I don't know. No. I liked her as, what's her name?
Well, you do remember her name, so that's something.
No, she was, Kat. That's who she was. She was Kat Grant.
Oh, okay.
She was only on the first season, and then she left because they were like, we're going to get Lois and Clark together, so she's kind of pointless being here. So
yeah. Awesome.
Lois and Clark. Goodness. I've never gone back. I used to love that show. I've never gone back and tried to watch an episode or two. I wonder how bad it actually is.
I only owned the first season, and it is kind of fun to just be like, the 90s.
Like I borrowed a couple seasons from JT, and it's still watchable, which is better than a lot of those things.
Huh.
It's not great, but it's not horrible, and it does have some moments.
I genuinely like, what's his name? John Shea as Lex Luthor.
John Shea.
Okay, the Mutant X guy. I like it.
Yeah, I'm going with Shea on that one, but yeah.
Yeah, Shea, you're probably right.
Nope, it's Shea.
Is it Shea?
And Shea, the dynamic.
Like I actually like his portrayal of Lex. It gets silly at times, and he's got the voice of what's his name as his sidekick all the time. Tony J. He's got that Tony J guy.
Okay.
As his sidekick. But
yeah, but that Lex was kind of menacing sometimes too. Yeah. So I'll take it. It's better than the kid.
He stares down a cobra in the pilot episode.
Yeah.
Like that's part of his whole thing. Is he likes to test himself. So one time his manservant releases a cobra into his apartment while he's smoking a cigar at the fireplace, and he just stares him down. And the cobra backs away. I'm like, that's kind of cool.
Because that's something you do when you're really rich and powerful, is just have your manservant unleash all kinds of shit in your home.
He
was like shooting bows and arrows off of his penthouse ledge.
Yeah.
Just for shits and giggles.
It's like, okay, so what happens next week when the dude releases a live Bengal tiger?
Yeah.
Stare it down, man.
Actually, Max, that happened too,
but that is the Superman that I got after Christopher Reeve. So part of me is like, how does no one know that Dean Cain doesn't change his performance at all.
Yeah, yeah.
It's so clearly the same guy. He's not even trying.
Yeah.
That was his first big acting gig. So
Well, I mean, maybe he's trying, but he's Dean Cain. So.
yeah, that was his big breakout gig, and yeah, Dean Cain is kind of limited. So,
I mean, he's in all those sci-fi movies, though. So,
and Dean Cain's a real nice guy. So,
yeah, fair enough.
Have you met Dean Cain?
I wish.
Oh,
I would love to shake Dean Cain's hand. I'd be like, "You, sir, you did a passable Superman.
No.
Your Superman was okay."
Yeah.
Give him a little salute.
I'll be like, at least your Superman smiled. Like, that's my compliment to him.
Yeah, really.
He was nice to
Superman was
kids.
more Superman.
Now, did he smile because they wrote him that way, or because he's Dean Cain?
I think it's probably because he's Dean Cain.
Both, probably. So is she still living? I'm still waiting.
Yes, I believe she is still alive. I might be wrong. Leave a note in the comments if Tracy Goggins is dead. Tracy Goggins,
Kid Tracy.
Up,
oh God!
let us know that you're alive. I apologize in advance. I'm sorry.
Tracy Scoggins.
You've kind of kept off the radar since the 90s. So.
I mean, maybe keeping off the radar is good. At least she's not in a sex cult. So, you know.
Yeah, who's to say she's not, though? Maybe, maybe that's why she's off the radar.
Yeah, everything's Superman related.
Superman curse, man.
Yeah.
It affects everybody. Whether you end up just having crappy roles afterwards or end up in a sex cult.
Yeah. We were talking a little bit about Mission Impossible, and that movie's coming out on my birthday, and so is Teen Titans Go. So these are like two franchises that I hate.
You don't like Mission Impossible?
I haven't liked it. I mean, I guess like the newer ones are better, but like it just got so absurd to me. And I like the first one the best. I wish they would make more of that kind of movie. And
when do you remember the exact moment or scene that it lost you?
I think it was when in Mission Impossible 2, when that dude was playing was pretending to be Tom Cruise, and Tom Cruise was pretending to be him or something like that. And then there's like 3 face changes.
Yeah, that's a lot of masks.
Yeah. Funny man. That's the point that I lost interest to, was at the end with the whole mask take off, and it's like, oh my God, it's you. And
well, I mean, it makes sense because it's what's his name, John Woo. So it's all about faces coming off and
dubs.
And dubs.
So many dubs.
Jumping in the air, shooting 2 guns.
I don't know, because even though that was John Woo, I thought it was like discount John Woo. Like,
yeah.
He didn't really care for that.
I mean, let's put it this way. Mission Impossible 2 is the only one I own on VHS compared to all the others, which I actually own on DVD or Blu-ray. So that shows like how much I give a crap about Mission Impossible 2.
It's better with grainy VHS quality.
The Mission Impossible series never really lost me, but the part where I definitely eye rolled wasn't even in the movie. It was the soundtrack for the second one where it had Limp Bizkit doing the rap to the dun, 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 dun.
Yeah,
that was classic.
Oh God.
Oh, the 90s.
That was 2000. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh God.
The 90s were refusing to die at that point.
Get Limp Bizkit out of here. Come on.
Oh man. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm gonna go see those movies or not but I feel like I should, like it's my birthday and I go to movies. This is what I do.
Which one do
you can see something else on your birthday though. You don't have to watch that.
You can watch Matinee with Dan.
What?
Watch Matinee with Dan.
Yeah.
Or The Exorcist 3.
Solid flick until the end, I gotta say.
Or revisit some Lois and Clark. You got options.
Or you could download a book on Audible.
All right, yeah, let's do some shameless plugs. All right. Audibletrial.com/3geeks. Go check it out. They've got over 186,000 possible titles for you to choose from. Dan, are you audibling anything right now?
I am not started William Shakespeare's The Jedi Doth Return yet, but that's my next one.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's like all of Star Wars redone in Shakespeare. It is pretty freaking brilliant, done by a full cast.
I'm actually interested in that. Like, this is not sarcasm.
I can't tell if that's sarcasm or not.
I'm throwing it out there that this is not sarcasm. I am actually interested in that. That's hilarious.
Yes, I own the first three, or the classic three. There you go.
Yeah.
And they're all, well, the first two were really, really good. So I can't wait to start the third one.
All right. Yeah. So you can get some of your favorite pop icons reading. Friggin' you got George Takei read some books, Shatner reads some books. Friggin' Benedict Cumberbatch is reading Sherlock Holmes. It's all kinds of stuff for you to check out on Audible. Go to audibletrial.com/3geeks. Check us out on TeePublic. Just throw 3 Geeks into the old search bar there. Patreon, Twitter, Facebook. It's all 3 Geeks and it's all good. Go to our website, www.3geeks.ninja. If you want, all of our whole archive of podcasts, and we're also throwing up a lot more written reviews, so you can do all that fun stuff. Dan, instead of watching Ant-Man and the Wasp, watched a bunch of old movies and reviewed them. So there's that.
Yeah, throw me a bone, people. Just like read something and make a comment. I honestly don't care what. So
Yeah, no, we do respond better to negative feedback. So
your
True.
hate has made us powerful.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So check out Mike. You can go to youtube.com, McGTV.
Mike McGTV.
Mike McGTV. I fucked it up on Chat Cave.
It's all good, dude. That's why I'm here.
It's like I have to come on these shows. Otherwise,
make sure you get the plug right. I think I want to talk about Ant-Man and the Wasp and Walton Scoggins.
Yes, I do actually. But
yeah, no. Mike's also on TeePublic. So just type it. Is it Mike McGee TV or is it
I think so.
All right. So yeah,
I had to check. Yeah.
And Mike also has a Patreon, so if you if you like his stuff, and he does really good stuff. He's way more creative than we are. So check out.
Oh, come on.
Oh, dude, you do original stuff. We haven't got there yet, but we might get there. But you're on that next level.
That means I have way more time on my hands than you guys. Is what it means.
Hey, whatever works, man. I'm not gonna hate on you. I like it. But check him out. And if you like the 3 Geeks podcast, go and throw us a $1 or $2. We're not I don't want you to do any more than that, like really. But any help you can give is appreciated. And I'm sure Mike feels the same way. If you hit his Patreon up. Yeah. Is there anything else we got for this evening, gentlemen? Is anything like burning on your chest you need to get off right now?
That's a weird way to describe it.
Yeah, I'm not even touching that one, dude.
Vicks Vapor Rub it off.
It's
Smucker's raspberry preserves.
One of those things. It's just the delivery.
Really quick, what was it? What's his name? Uwakwe's from. Did I say that right? From The Raid. He's got a Netflix show coming out.
Yeah,
I am excited about this.
Yeah, actual martial artist who should have been Iron Fist.
Yes.
I mean, what if they would have got that guy to be Iron Fist?
Yeah.
Then it needed a better script as well, but it would have been awesome.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, I think I could deal with the shitty writing if that guy was doing the martial arts.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, they could have all the boardroom scenes that they wanted if they just have him like breaking all the tables.
Yes.
I mean,
breaking
that
someone's head
would be a
off.
great trade-off.
Yeah. What's Woo Assassins, right, or something? Is that what it's called? I think it's called Woo Assassins.
That's what we're gonna go with.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll go
sure.
with that. Sure.
Whatever. I
Walton
just heard
Goggins-
that the guy from The Raid was making something on Netflix, and there was a picture, and I was like, hell yeah. And that's all I really know.
Dan was like, I think Walton Scoggins is in this.
Yeah, yes. Yeah. I really miss him from Lois and Clark.
No, to hell with it. Yeah. Get Tracy Scoggins in on this. She needs to work. I'll watch her do martial arts or try to do martial arts.
I mean,
She's
she's
the
probably
racist one, though. Come on.
She's probably better than Finn Jones.
Yeah, she's probably in way better shape for it than Finn Jones.
Oh man, his episode of in Luke Cage, I was like, it looks like Luke Cage knows more kung fu than Iron Fist.
I still haven't seen season 2 yet.
I dug it.
Okay.
I thought the music was still on point.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I thought the music was still on point, and the story was a little bit better, I want to say, and the villain was definitely better. I don't think he's better than Cottonmouth, but he's definitely in the whole thing.
Okay, that's slightly better than Cottonmouth.
That's another kind of sleight of hand compliment there. It's kind of like what we said about Ant-Man. It's like, well, at least he's there for the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, he's a Jamaican guy. He kind of does like capoeira fighting.
Oh, nice.
And he's definitely throughout the whole thing, which I appreciated, because I'm like, if 4 episodes in this guy dies, I am gonna stop watching.
Like Jessica Jones just comes in, vomits, and breaks a bottle over his head, and he dies.
Yep, that's it.
What the hell?
Walton Scoggins shows up.
The band this time, not the actor or actress.
Well, this show's music or soundtracks only took a weird turn.
You start playing friggin' Boss Tones favorites.
Yeah, it goes from like a new version of like Superfly to that.
Nothing screams Luke Cage like the impression that I get.
Oh man.
Sweet Christmas.
Oh Jesus!
Sweet Christmas. That is some good music.
I love Scott.
No, but it's,
I wouldn't be surprised if Finn Jones's Iron Fist had that on his iPod at one point in the episode.
He's got to.
God, you're sad.
He's just crying in the corner somewhere.
But Rosario Dawson has a pretty sizable role in this one, so she does some acting.
I thought you were gonna go somewhere else. Sorry.
Where were you going with it, sir?
My mind went to carnal places. Sure.
Shame.
I mean that's expected. She shows up in every season of every show on that network, right? So
that's true. I'm trying to find this dude's name.
They should just call it like Luke Cage season 3, aka what's her name? I can't remember her name. Rosario Dawson Marvel Netflix show. Season 58.
Number 58. There you
go. I'm trying to find this actor's name. Goodness sake. There's an old black guy in here. Reg E. Cathey.
Oh yeah, that's what's his name? The dude from House of Cards and died.
Yeah.
That was released.
Yeah, he plays Luke Cage's dad.
Oh,
that's cool.
That's cute.
Yeah, it's good. Oh yeah, he did die, didn't he?
Yeah.
Does he live in the show? Because that'll be awkward.
He does. Yeah. He does live.
Okay, that's gonna be weird. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I didn't even think about that as I was watching it.
It's so. I mean, it speaks volumes about what the impression he left on me as a kid, because I could recognize him probably from that or from House of Cards, or all I can remember now is he was on Square One TV and he was in The Mask for like 30 seconds. That's all I can remember. Phenomenal actor. I remember when he was on Square One TV teaching me about basic math.
Nice.
Hey, at least it's a positive influence.
That is true. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of positive influences, the Mr. Rogers documentary is still like top 10 box office movies right now.
Good.
I really need to see that.
Yeah. Forget Ant-Man and the Wasp. Go see that.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, so we got Matinee, then we got Exorcist 3, then I got Mr. Rogers, Luke Cage, and then Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Oh God. Oh God.
Max, are you really gonna be that upset that he goes and watches the Mr. Rogers documentary over Ant-Man and the Wasp?
No, I won't be upset at all.
Okay.
Because
that would make perfect sense for Dan. But yeah, man. Ant-Man's good though. I just really dug that movie.
I will definitely see it at some point.
Yeah.
I kind of want a Michael Pena spin-off movie as well.
As just Michael Pena?
Yeah, it's just him. All alone. And he's telling a story. And then they go through the story. And everyone is lip syncing to what he's saying.
That could work.
I'll deal with about 23 minutes of that, and then they can end the movie.
Oh, so it's not really a movie, it's just an unproduced pilot.
Yeah.
Yes.
And on that, Marvel, they have a couple of unproduced pilots that have yet to be seen. So,
ooh, those are always the best ones because you're probably gonna suck.
Yeah, well, no, what's her name? Adrian Palicki, when she was on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., like after she left Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., her and the guy who plays her husband, they had a pilot done for their characters, and that was never released. It was shot and edited and finished, but they never released it. So
and then everyone's like, "Oh yeah, no one cares."
It's much like her Wonder Woman pilot, which was shot, kind of finished, never released, at least officially.
Yeah, I've seen parts of that.
I happen to own a copy of it.
I have not, and I am thankful.
Yeah.
It's I mean, they have a lot of talent in that show, and it's really sad because it's like her. I think she's okay. Carrie Ellis, is like her assistant, and then Elizabeth Hurley's the villain. So, I'm just like, hey, I remember Elizabeth Hurley. Thanks, show.
Yeah,
I remember Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yes, and Saw.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was in Saw, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I think I prefer Robin Hood Men in Tights, though.
Okay. I mean, I'll happily give that one to you.
Are we still live?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
Yeah. We just keep going and going.
Sorry, I thought we were. I've just been rambling just because I'm like,
dude, we've all been rambling. It's what we do.
Mike, you promised us.
I didn't mean to. I inadvertently. Well, we all did. We all contributed to putting off the end of this.
Oh yeah. I mean, we had two news items, and we're going on over an hour. So
we should leave Jason off of this thing more often.
Yeah.
He kind of he wrangles all of it. We're like really like crazy cats all over the place, and he needs to kind of get us off the furniture every once in a while.
But I like being on the furniture.
This is my place.
Whatever happened to Philip?
I don't know.
Don't know.
I miss you, Philip. Come back.
We all miss you, Philip.
I kind of feel that the longer this goes on, the more that question sounds like whatever happened to Baby Jane.
Oh. No.
and,
Oh.
and
No,
then
but
one
seriously.
day, Philip is going to be like, I used to be on a podcast.
No, but
He takes a
seriously,
stroll
Philip,
on
I
the
hope
beach.
you're doing well.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. On that note, I will call it quits here. Rest in peace, Steve Ditko, and Philip. We need you back.
Yes.
Oh my God, I thought you were gonna... Never mind. Sorry.
And look forward to Walton Scoggins and Ska Band's first album coming out next year.
We're creating music on Patreon.
Brilliance. Brilliance.
Okay, I'm hitting the
Donate.
button now. Good night, everybody. We've been your three geeks. Recycle your droids.